All right, so we're diving into some European football today. A Champions League matchup, actually. Should be pretty interesting. Shakhtar Donetsk versus Brest.
Oh, yeah, I've had my eye on this one.
Yeah, so you've got Shakhtar, Ukrainian powerhouse, right? A lot of history in the knockout stages. And they're going up against Brest, a French team. This is their first time in the Champions League.
Yeah, their debut season, gotta be exciting for them.
Definitely. High stakes for both sides, too. Shakhtar, they need a win if they want to stay in the running to advance.
Gotta keep those hopes alive.
Exactly. And Brest, well, they've been on a roll, could make history if they keep winning. But there's an interesting twist here, right? Shakhtar, they're playing their home games in Germany.
Right, because of the war in Ukraine. It's gotta be tough for them.
Yeah, imagine having to play these crucial games in a whole other country, away from your home fans, everything you know. It's got to impact their performance somehow.
Absolutely. It's a huge mental hurdle to overcome. Plus, all the logistical challenges, travel, new training facilities. It's a lot to deal with.
For sure. And you can see it in the standings. Shakhtar, they're outside the top 24, just one win and 4 losses in the Champions League so far.
Yeah, I saw that. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. They're also coming off 2 straight defeats, and they gave up 8 goals in those games against PSV and Bayern Munich, no less.
Ouch. Tough opponents.
Yeah, this isn't the same team that made it to the knockout stage a few years back in 2017-18. Something's just off.
And it's not just the results, but the way they're playing. All 5 of their goals so far this season, all in the first half. Then, it's like they hit a wall after halftime.
That is strange. Why do you think that is? Tactical issues? Pressure of playing away from home?
It's tough to say for sure. Could be a combination of factors. Maybe their energy levels drop. Maybe they get too conservative. Whatever it is, they need to find a way to maintain that first half intensity.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you look at their record at the Veltins Arena in Gelsenkirchen, Germany, where they're playing their home games now. They've already lost 2 out of 3 games there.
Yeah, it's not exactly a fortress for them, is it?
Nope. But here's an interesting stat. In all 3 matches at the Veltins Arena, the team that was leading at halftime went on to win the game.
Oh, wow. So the first half is super crucial there. Sets the tone for the whole match.
Exactly. Adds a ton of pressure, particularly for Shakhtar.
Yeah, gotta come out strong.
All right, now let's switch gears and talk about Brest. Their Champions League debut, it's been incredible, honestly. 4 wins, 1 draw, only 1 loss. Sitting comfortably in 7th place right now.
Doing really well for themselves.
They are. And they're also on a 3-game winning streak, all with a score of 2-1. And guess what? They were leading at halftime in every single one of those matches.
They've got a pattern, like clockwork.
They do. If they win this game, they could actually match Lyon's record from back in the 2001 season.
Lyon, what was their record?
They were the last French club to win 5 games in their debut Champions League season.
Wow, to equal a record that stood for over 20 years? That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive. But here's the thing. Their away form. They've lost 5 out of their last 6 away games against top-tier opponents, including that 3-0 loss to Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona's a whole different beast.
Totally. So the question is, can Brest bring their home game success on the road, especially against a team like Shakhtar, that even though they're struggling, can still be pretty dangerous?
That's the big question, right? It's one thing to win at home, but can they perform under pressure in a hostile environment?
Right. Now, there's an interesting trend I noticed with Brest when they play away. Their striker, Ludovic Ajorque, he scored their last goal in each of their last 5 games.
Really? Consistent goal scorer.
Yeah, and 4 of those goals were in away matches. So he seems to perform well under pressure.
That's good to know, especially for anyone playing fantasy football. He's definitely one to watch. Who do you think we should keep an eye on for Shakhtar?
Well, for Shakhtar, I'd say Georgiy Sudakov. Remember that 2-1 win they had over Young Boys at the Veltins Arena?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Well, Sudakov, he scored a goal and had an assist in that game. And it's not just a one-time thing. He seems to really thrive in that more open, fast-paced style of play that you tend to see at the Veltins Arena.
You're right. The Veltins Arena does play a bit differently than Shakhtar's usual home turf. Maybe that's working in Sudakov's favor.
Could be a tactical advantage for them.
Definitely something for Brest's defense to worry about.
Absolutely. Oh, and we can't forget about the managers.
Oh, yeah. The coaching matchup.
Brest's manager, Eric Roy. If they win this, he's going to be only the 2nd French manager ever to win 5 games in 7 or fewer Champions League matches.
Wow, he's on the verge of making history, too.
He is. And he's definitely instilled a lot of confidence in his team. But can he outsmart Shakhtar's coaches, who've been around the block a few more times? That's going to be fascinating to watch.
Absolutely, a real tactical battle on the sidelines.
Yeah. So we've got a struggling Shakhtar fighting to turn things around, and a very confident Brest team aiming to make history. It's a clash of styles, a battle of momentum. Who's going to overcome their challenges? Experience versus resilience, home advantage versus away day blues.
It's going to be a fascinating match, that's for sure. A real David and Goliath story, but with a modern twist.
And the big question, can Shakhtar finally score in the second half and get back to their winning ways? Or will Brest's momentum and Ajorque's scoring carry them to another win?
And let's not forget that wild card, the Veltins Arena. How will that unique atmosphere and playing surface impact the game? So much to think about.
Right. We've given you the facts, the stats, the insights. Now it's up to you to decide who you think will come out on top. But here's one last thing to consider. What if Brest keeps this momentum going? What if they overcome their away game struggles? Could they be a dark horse in this Champions League? It's a long shot, but you never know in football.
Stranger things have happened.
That's right.